Hi, today we're playing Top Players Tennis, starring Chris Evert, and that guy, Ivan Lendl. Oh my gosh, okay, boy. Oh man, it has the little dinosaur dude. I forget what company he's the, like the mascot for. Did he even have games? Was he like was he like, my gosh, look at this cursor. The cursor is like this thing that goes across the letters. It's so weird. Oh wait, his name is Boomer, I think, right? Didn't he have a Game Boy game called Boomer's Adventure? Not entirely sure. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and play this game, even though I'm sure it sucks. Select player. Man, I don't know. They all look like hell. Let's just pick this dude. I don't know. I don't care. Why am I even playing this, you might be asking? Well, I don't even like tennis games. But I went on YouTube and I was watching, when I was a kid, I used to watch a show called Video Power. And this is one of the games that they would often give away. Okay, so I'm controlling the guy on the bottom. Oh my gosh, there's like acceleration. Actually, that's kind of cool. It takes you a moment to get your full speed. So they had a lot of like C or T games on it. They would only like occasionally mention like Sonic the Hedgehog or Super Mario Brothers 4. I don't know who Mario is. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments. But every time they referred to it or they mentioned it, they called it Super Mario Brothers 4, which back when the game was still in like development or whatever, it was called Super Mario Brothers 4 for a little while before they settled on the name Super Mario World. So technically, there was a brief period of time where that was like correct to call it that. Let's say let. Shouldn't it be net? How was that a fault? Yeah, it hit the net, but it went over. Give me a fucking break, man. I mean, the control of your guy is actually not bad. I just like don't know the timing of like when to swing the racket. Also, the racket looks like a bubble net. Or not a bubble net, a bubble wand. Oh my gosh, I hit it. You know, I don't like tennis games, but this actually isn't like too bad, I don't think. I mean, for NES. I mean, some music would have been nice, but it's one of those games where they're gonna be like, oh, it's like realistic to not have any music because there's no music in real fucking tennis. I'm like, yeah, but when it's like a video game, you should like make the game fun, you know? I know, a crazy concept, eh? How come I was losing all the points and I kept serving? Did I get a point? Hey, I think I got a point. Oh, it looked like you missed. So are you supposed to hit it like before it looks like you should? Oh, I got another point somehow. Yeah, it looks like he's missing. Hey, look at that. I won again. Or I got another point. Am I doing some kind of... Am I like accidentally doing some kind of trick where it's like, if I hit it in a certain way, he can't like hit it back? It looked like he wasn't even able to like hit it back like once. I don't think they're following the rules of tennis like properly. Because I thought you had to have the serve in order to get a point. Yeah, what happened to don't you have to get like one more point when you have like don't you have to get the serve and then get a point? When you're at 40 to actually win? Then again, I'm not super keen on the rules of tennis, so I could be wrong. Apparently, either I'm wrong or the rules on this game are just like different. Maybe they wanted it to be like faster paced. Instead of having like the other person miss and then you just get like the serve instead of a point. Maybe they figured that instead of giving the serve back and forth until someone gets like 2 points in a row, it'd be easier to just have it be like if the other person doesn't hit it, you get a point or whatever. Oh yeah, I don't know. It is kind of weird how the ball gets like bigger. I mean, I guess they're trying to illustrate um like depth or whatever to like tell you how high up the ball is, but it is like weird. Why does he sometimes throws it up like really high? Does he throw it up at different heights, I wonder?
40, 30.
Did he do a little like angry gesture that he missed? I don't know, man. I feel like the tennis racket or what do they call it? Yeah, tennis rackets. For some reason I thought that was wrong. The tennis rackets are like too small, I think. Look how tiny that is. Whoa, how did he hit? Did you see that? He tossed it up and it was like to the left of him. But he was holding the racket on the right side, I think, right? A? The hell does A mean? Oh, he's holding it on that side. But I think when I went to swing it or whatever, it went back, I think maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Why can I sometimes not hit it off? Or like hit it over? I mean, obviously I'm hitting it at the wrong time, but it's like, is he tossing it up to like different heights to where the timing is like different every time? Oh, see, now they're doing the thing where I have to get another point to actually win the we call it match point or whatever. Well, I think this guy sucks. He was right there. I don't know why he couldn't get it. Well, you know, I thought this was gonna be like a C or a D tier game, since that show Video Power was such a a low budget show. But I mean, it was perfect for kids.
15, love.
But yeah, I'm guessing that this game was like super cheap or something. So because they're on a budget, they would always give away like El Cheapo shitty games, you know. And this is one that just the name just kept coming up over and over again because the name is so like long and ridiculous. But after a while, you're just like, dude, that's like the 17th time they've given away that stupid tennis game. I was like, oh, let me just play it. Why not? I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, like serving is like janky. But I feel like the hit detection is pretty forgiving in my favor. And then the computer guy is like not very good at hitting it back. So there's a good chance that the only reason I like it is because I'm like able to like win with like not being very good.
40, 30.
Well, I mean, I know I'm losing this one or whatever, but the fact that I'm able to like do like get like any like points or whatever, like I'm doing like pretty well overall. I'm winning like 2-0. What do you call it? Games or matches or whatever. Yeah, look, I swear to God, the ball was like too far to the left. He shouldn't have been able to like hit that. Yeah, look. Oops, I waited too long. I wanted to give you time to see it. I wonder if you can move left or right when you like toss the ball up like that. Oh, you son of a bitch. That was a good volley. Is it called a volley when you hit it back and forth a bunch of times? Miss? I did not miss. I hit it. It hit the net, which is totally different from a miss, sir. Oh, you can move. All right. Man, you can do like the diving thing. I guess I haven't tried hitting the other button. Is the other button to dive? Also, why am I sucking so much dick this time? Is he like playing better because he had been like losing or something? Oh, the other button is overhead shot, I think. Oh, it's a lob shot. I wonder how you do that diving thing.
15, 40, break point.
Maybe it's like you tap sideways in the swing button at the same time, maybe? Yeah, there's you should not be able to hit that.
30, 40. 40, break point.
But yeah, I went back and watched like every episode that was on YouTube of Video Power, which kind of, you know, it kind of sucks because like there are like different channels that have like the same episode, so I had to like you know, I got like some like repeats or whatever, and then I'm pretty sure that there's some episodes that are like not on YouTube, which I'm guessing that means that like nobody recorded them,
Advantage, server.
which would then mean that they're just like gone, like they don't like exist, which is actually kind of sad.
Whoa.
But you also got to see like the 90s commercials and all the things that were sold to kids or whatever. Yeah, I actually remembered some of the commercials, and then some of them I like didn't have like any memory of like at all.
Receiver, break point.
It'd say receiver breakpoint. Oops. Oh man, he pulled ahead, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. God damn it. Okay, come on, I got cocky. I wasn't like playing like worse because I was winning.
15,
I was like trying the same amount. So I'm just gonna go with that he's getting better. It's my story and I'm sticking to it.
out. 30, love.
Wait, how is it out and he still hit it though?
30, 15. Let.
Yeah, some music would have made this better. Could they really not afford to pay like one dude to like write a song for this? Even if it was just like one song that was like a minute long that looped. That would have been better than like just silence and sound effects, you know? Yeah, suck it.
30, 40, break point.
But all the episodes of Video Power that are on YouTube, it was just like, I don't exactly know how they did it, but it was just like VHS footage that people had like saved for like, what, 30 years or whatever, 25 years. And then somehow like did, like, I don't know how you, like, how do you get a VHS tape onto YouTube? Apparently there's a way,
15.
but I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know like how they did it, but it even had all the little like, what do you call it? Like the static or whatever that like VHS tapes had when like part of the video like was like fucked up on the tape or whatever. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right.
15, call.
It's also kind of cool that sometimes the contestants, they were kids at the time. They're obviously fully grown adults now. But sometimes they would comment and be like, "Hey, that was me. I was the kid that
40, break
you know, like they'll say which kid was them or whatever." And then sometimes they people in the comments will like ask him questions about like what it was like being on the show,
break point.
and he'll like answer them and give them like behind the scenes like stuff about the process of like how they record the shows and stuff. I think they said that they would do they had like a they would do like a week's worth of shows like all in like one go. And then so they'd have a show Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday they had the winners from the Monday through Thursday show compete against each other for like the championship or whatever. And they said that they would just have them like change shirts to make it look like it was a different day. I'm pretty sure a guy said that. I'm not 100% sure. It's one of those things where it's like, now that I'm like saying it, I'm like, did I, like, am I just imagining that? Like that, I'm not 100% sure about that, but about that particular thing. I was about to say, why is he like wiping the sweat off his brow? What was that? Also, why does it look like my guy has like one of those like mini skirts on?
15, 30.
But yeah, I did kind of have a piece of my childhood
30, all.
was like taken from me. What little bits I had left of my childhood memories. When I found out that Johnny Arcade is not actually a video game master. He's not actually like some kind of like gaming guru. He's not even, turns out he's not even a gamer. The only reason he knew all the stuff is because there was like a teleprompter that was like telling him like all the things to say.
Love.
Okay, why are we still playing, by the way? How many like things like do you have to do?
Let.
I've never heard let as a tennis term like ever. It's probably because like professional tennis players like don't ever like do it, so they don't ever have to like say it, since like only like sucky tennis players would ever do it. Oh, by the way, also I learned what a provisional shot is in golf. I never heard that.
30, love.
But I was at my aunt and uncle's house for Easter, and me and my uncle and I guess my other uncle, like everyone had kind of like dispersed or whatever, and it was like the three of us in the kitchen. We were watching the Masters, like golf tournament or whatever, on the kitchen TV. And man, how long did we watch it? We watched it for like at least an hour and a half, something like that. And I don't know, it's not my idea of like quote unquote like guy time or whatever. But like me and my two uncles, we are like all three of us are cut from like different cloths. But apparently, I mean, the two of them actually play golf. I mean, I played golf
40,
in 9th grade. But the two of them are like actual like golf fans or whatever. So they were just like sitting there watching it. And I was just sitting there watching it too. Just because, you know, I don't know. I guess we're having like guy bonding time or whatever. Like, I guess like guy bonding time is like, you know, it's like a lot of stuff or whatever. But apparently, like sitting and not talking and watching the Masters, watching golf on TV like counts as like guy time. It's like, okay, all you do is you sit there. You know, I guess it's pretty easy. It's an easy way to get some guy time in, I guess. I don't know. Gotta get in that quantity time, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, right? With families, you know, right?
15, all.
But all you gotta do is sit there and not say anything, and then occasionally make a comment about a shot that gets made. And there you go. There you go. That's how you get in your quantity time.
15, 30.
But apparently a dude had like, he like botched a shot like so hard that he decided to take like a provisional shot, which I think means that like
15,
he hit it into the trees like so like far that like they couldn't like, either couldn't find the ball, or it was like instead of like spending like an hour looking for the ball, they just said like screw it, I'll just take a provisional shot. It basically, it's a penalty, but you get to like swing again, I guess. But he was already like in the lead by a bunch of shots. Maybe that's why he did it.
out. Love.
And he ended up winning. I'm not sure if that was like, I'm pretty sure it was like the entire, I'm pretty sure it was like the final hole. It might have been like the very, very like tail end of the Masters, of like the end of the tournament in general, I think. Boy, my guy was not quick enough to get that one.
30,
So by the time it got to the final putt, he had like 3 or 4 putts to like make like just a couple of foot putt or whatever. So even if he would have like missed it by like a cunt hair, he still could have like got like he pretty much still had it won. He had several chances to like get it in, you know.
whoa.
But yeah, I don't know. Like watching golf is like, it's like watching like the Super Bowl or whatever. Like if you're stuck somewhere and you have to watch something, if you're like obligated to spend some quantity family time, you just like sit there and like watch the game or whatever. And you don't have to be like sociable. You just sit there and watch it. And apparently that counts as family time. Like, psh, all right, I'll take it. Take the easy family time, you know? Oh my god, did he actually fucking win? No, we're still going. Do we go to 7, I think, right? Boy, the hit detection is like very bad, but it's in my favor, so I guess it's fine. They probably figured that because this is back when like kids played video games. They're like, if we make it bad but like in their favor, like I don't know, if it's like too hard to hit the ball, like the game won't be fun. The fact that I can at least like hit the ball, even though I'm playing kind of haphazardly, it does make it like more fun, being able to like get hits on the ball, you know.
15, 30.
15, 30. Well, don't get mad, dude. Just do better. Just hit the ball. That's all you gotta do. Like, I don't know why you're mad. All you gotta do is hit the ball. Then you don't have to be mad. Oh man, tying it up. Is this like it or whatever? It would have been nice if it would have been like, okay, this is for all the marbles. Did kids ever play marbles? I know they did, but like, they didn't do it when I was a kid, so I have a hard time like imagining it. Then you have like, I'm assuming you have like good marbles and like not good marbles or something. I don't know. Imagine like saving up your allowance and buying marbles with it. Or like you're a kid, you get your first like job doing like a paper route, and you get your first paycheck. Like, sweet, now I can buy some fucking marbles. It's like, okay. And the parents are like, oh my god, my child is retarded. He bought fucking marbles with his paper route money. Oh my god. I have failed as a parent. I've raised a fucking moron who thinks marbles is like a smart thing to spend his check on. Okay, what was the score, by the way? I wasn't even paying attention, even though it was like right on the screen. Wait, why did it say 0 to 5? That should not be a score. That's in tennis. Is it because it's like the match point or whatever? Or the match game?
Set point.
What's the difference between a game and a set? My god, that was one set? That was one set. We have to do another one? No. Come on. We're done. This video is, I mean, we're at like 25 minutes almost. If I do another one, this video is going to be like 50 minutes. No, I think we got the idea of this game. No, I mean, this is actually, I thought this game was going to be like sucky, but even though I'm not a fan of tennis, like this actually is like, I would say a pretty good game. Like it'd be fun to play with another person too. But I'm actually like, other than like a lack of music, and having it be like, it took me a little while to get the hang of like when to what do you call it, swing when I serve the ball or whatever. Like the timing on that was like a little bit like weird or whatever. Like getting the hang of that took a while. But overall, I mean, it's not a bad, it's, you know, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good tennis game, I suppose. The character models in the select screen had me worried. I was like, oh my god, they look so terrible. Like what else is going to be terrible in the game? But you know, those what do you call them, ball boys or whatever? It would kind of be cool if they would like run out and like grab the ball, you know, instead of them just standing there like statues. But okay, that's gonna conclude this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please drop a like on this, and yeah, put your thoughts in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, bye.